What is going on, you guys? jacobrdoty here, back for another video. Today's a little different. We're in the office, which is going to be an office vlog, I guess, for today. If you guys don't know, California just shut down for the second time, so that's kind of going to throw a wrench into things. We have to see what we're going to have to plan here for the videos. But this is pretty exciting because it is Mustang related, and Mustang news that I know not everyone agrees with me on this, but I think this is going to be awesome. So what we have here, I have it on my computer, I'll throw that in there right now. We have some secret footage of the Mustang Mach-E. Is it really secret footage? Well, we'll discuss that in a second. But here on the drive, it says it was secret footage spotted. This guy named Caleb Jacobs is the one writing up on it. A guy named North Carolina Man or something like that on YouTube. So our home site, YouTube, basically said that, you know, he found some secret electric Mustang testing or something like that. Like secret electric vehicle testing is his title. Testin. That's so Carolina, right? To leave it as a IN instead of ING. But basically, a lot of people are skeptical. Geez, I can't even talk. A lot of people are skeptical about, you know, is this just a secret advertising scheme without having to pay for advertising, just to try to drum up some PR, things like that. But let's go ahead and watch the video together, and I have some other tidbits on this that I really want to talk about. So let's go ahead and watch this video. First of all, it's 2020. The footage is like 480p, okay? We'll have the music or the sound up on it. It's literally, sounds like an RC car. Like the high RPM or the high whatever, it literally sounds like an RC car. The guy can't really get a good angle. It literally looks like we're watching like a horror film with like crazy, I don't know, like shrubs and all that. Like you're hiding in the shrubs, dude, come on. People can totally see you. You're a full grown man in some like sparse trees. So I'm a little skeptical too. But right there, we're seeing it like drift, hardcore, with no body panels. Comes to a stop, zooms in, how perfect. Staggered wheels, looks like staggered sizes too, like thicker sidewall in the rear. Talking with like Recaro seats, which Recaro and Ford do work together with like Von Gittin and Ken Block. Got black wheels. That's totally the Mach-E. It's not like, oh, secret vehicle, like that's the Mach-E. You can tell with the body shape and the body lines that has already been released. And they kind of take off and do some drifts. But see that understeer? There's a lot of understeer, and all four wheels are producing smoke. See right there, that's very clear that it's all-wheel drive burnouts, which you can usually, or drifts, that you can really get tight. And this is something Ken Block does. Ken Block on all those Gymkhana videos, which I'm sure you guys have watched because they're totally viral. If you haven't watched Ken Block Gymkhana, highly suggest you guys go do it. But he'll do like crazy drifts and everything with four-wheel drive, or four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive. And you just drift all around towns and crazy stuff. So I don't know who the driver is. It does have Recaros in all four seats. It's also fully caged, as you can see in there. But this thing rips. And I mean, it's just doing some figure eights and some drifts, all-wheel drive. And yeah, this is secret vehicle testing. On the right, I do want you guys to notice at the very end, there are like Raptors and like a Ford booth or a Ford, I don't know, like a Ford canopy over there. Like there's a red Raptor. Right there was a red Raptor in the corner. So hopefully you guys can see that. And then he goes and runs away. Like he totally got some secret crazy footage. And now the funny thing about this is going to be the freaking comments on this. You guys got to go watch that just to see the comments. Because the video comments are like half of the funniness of like, this is like Sasquatch hunting and stuff like that. But let's get into it really quickly about what this is testing. Whether or not it's real, fake, whatever, if Ford just had PR try to do this. The big thing here is that the Mach-E looks like it's gonna have like a drift mode. Now, the Mach-E's have been seen around town in Michigan, so they have manufacturing plates. This one obviously does not have manufacturing plate. It's not around town. It's literally in a back, you know, testing facility, testing drifting, which you can't do on the road. So maybe they're trying to overheat the motors to test if it's really a performance version of the car, because obviously batteries and all that, when they're highly discharged, even your phone. If you're using your phone a lot, you'll notice the battery gets really hot. Well, imagine how hot it's gonna get on the bottom of a car when the whole thing is batteries, and you're really pushing it for high discharge. So I think that's one of the big things there. Another big thing about it is there might be testing, like just stress testing, and seeing really what makes these cars fail first, because Ford and electric, they're not like Tesla. They're not only concerned with electric, so they need a lot of testing to make these things really good. And the Mach-E Performance, or Mach-E GT, I think they're calling it. First of all, leave a comment down below if you would even own a Mach-E, or if you're still in the butthurt phase of like, why'd they name it a Mustang, blah, 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 or Mustang Mach. It's not supposed to be. Literally, for me, it's just that the technology is getting pushed further, and I love that about it. But I would totally own the GT version, which is their high performance. Bag it, put it on wheels, some carbon fiber aero, and some interior carbon fiber and stuff. I think that car is going to be one of the best and hottest dailies, and it's going to smoke a lot of cars stoplight to stoplight, because that's how we drive in America. We hit traffic and we hit stoplights to stoplights, and you're just going to smoke a lot of people. That's why Hellcats are so fast. Hellcats are not really fast without being in a straight line. You can go ahead and probably do a lot of weight reduction and a lot of suspension mods to get them to turn right, but for the most part, they're straight line cars with a lot of acceleration, which is fun. And that's why Tesla really took off in the beginning, is because a lot of their videos went viral of them doing these high torque launches, not RPM. I guess you don't have RPM too much on an electric motor, but these high torque launches really did propel Tesla literally into being internet viral material. So I think the Mach-E is trying to do that with maybe a drift mode, which they kind of tested out on the RS, but a couple people put them into the Canyon Cliffs, if you guys know about those. So I'm wondering if the Mach-E, because it's electronically controlled, it's very easy to kind of, I mean, it's all electronic controlled, so you can literally switch off the front wheels and all that. That's why Tesla can accelerate so fast. And the way that technology works is that if it slips a little bit, it can cut a little bit of power at a time. I'm talking thousands of times probably per second that it checks for limited slip or whatever in the tire, and they can affect the power, how it's put down, so that way it can maximize traction. And I think Ford's starting to play with that a lot. And there's also talk about the new F-150. The F-150 is going to have a fully electric version, I guess, before 2022. So Ford's really heavily investing into this electric technology, and I think it's going to be really cool. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think there should always be a V8 version of the Mustang, and especially a supercharged V8, which we see in the GT500, which they finally brought back. But I think it is pretty cool that they're going to start playing with electric, because like supercars and hypercars like the LaFerrari and the 918 Spider by Porsche, those cars are hypercars, but they are hybrids. But they're hybrids in the right way, which is low RPM or low speed acceleration. It's electric because that instant acceleration, but electric motors, because they're usually 1 or 2 gears, they kind of top out at a certain speed. And that's where the high horsepower naturally aspirated engines or turbocharged engines, normal gas operated engines, they can take over and really just propel this thing to 200 miles an hour or whatever. And you can have a full family of 5 in there. I don't know if it's a 3-row, but whatever. I would love to get one of these as a daily. Don't get me wrong, I still want a truck though as a daily. Or maybe the Bronco, which ironically enough is releasing like right now, I think, like literally within a couple hours. So right now, you guys have probably already seen the Bronco because I'm uploading this tonight on Monday. So the actual reveal is happening right now. I've already seen some photos of it because I follow some insiders on Ford stuff. So it looks pretty cool. I would totally get the 2.7. They have the 2.3 and the 2.7. I would totally get that, probably the automatic and all the lockers and stuff. And then I think it's called the Badlands Edition is the highest end one. So I'd probably go with that. So Ford, if you guys are watching this and you want to hook your boy up with a 2.7 Ford Bronco 4-door with the Badlands Edition or Badlands package, hit your boy up because I would totally Doty spec it for you guys and have a lot of coverage here on YouTube. I'm just saying, I might be a little small for that request, but it doesn't hurt to try. Now another part of this is that I actually have Mike Dean on Instagram, so I have it up right here. I'll put his Instagram page in the description below. He's actually a Mustang guy, but he's actually one of the test drivers for Ford and the Mustang. So he has actually been driving the Mach-E. He's been testing against, you know, the Audi e-tron, which I've actually driven and I love. The e-tron is really nice as a daily driver. You don't realize how quiet and how much less road noise there is. And on a daily driving scenario, when you're taking phone calls like I am while I'm driving, you're just running errands, stuff like that, it's really nice to have an electric car. But Mike Dean, he's been posting some teasers of it, like right here. Hold up if I can click it. Right here, here's the Mach-E literally in his driveway. Hopefully you guys can see that. But you guys got to go check out his Instagram if you guys have an Instagram. He has a lot of insider stuff. Like, he's been posting about GT 500s for months before they ever released. And people actually ask him questions on there, and he's responsive. So definitely huge shout out to Mike Dean. I've actually been DMing him a couple things. He's been very responsive so far, and I really appreciate all of his help. But just know that Mach-E is going to, the Mach-E GT specifically, I think it's going to surprise a lot of people, and I think it's going to be one of the best cars to ever come out of that year. I just don't see Chevy competing. I don't see Dodge competing. Dodge just keeps throwing a Hellcat motor in everything, not really pushing the technology forward. Ford's actually pushing technology forward, and I'm all about that. But that might just be my age. That might be my background. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, and I'd love to discuss this in our next video. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up right here. If you did enjoy, then please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.